Alright, what's going on, all my gamers, all my Genshin Impact gamers? So, I've been enjoying this React content. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm gonna definitely use it to weasel my way into all these other gotcha spaces and to all these communities and spread influence and all that. Anyways, I figured what better way to start that journey than to react to a Michael McGill Mortimer Tashed video about Chidori.
Gamers, I'm testing out Chiori in her test run here, and I've got a rant for a second.
Okay.
In 2024, why are they still giving us these random units and not allowing...
I was thinking the same thing because sometimes I don't like using the trial characters in events, and especially not in these trials, because it's like that Ron Swanson meme is like, I know more than you. Genshin, Hoyoverse, please. Genshin, please. Let me use my characters. Let me use my builds. I know more than you.
Let me use my maxed out
I know what I'm doing.
and see if it's like crap.
My C15 Goro
She's a
because he kept coming
split
home for
scaling
some fucking
so
reason.
You need attack, and so Bennett can work, but she also has defense scaling. So can I maybe use both units to boost up both stats and make this crazy DP? I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I have to spend money to do that, or I need a test server to do it. And it's like,
They have test servers?
I think this
Like
is
PB?
so stupid. I think it is bad practice because instead of giving us an opportunity to decide, yeah, this character is going to work really good with my teams, I'm going to make that purchase. You just have to like watch people's guides.
You just have to guess.
Watch people theory craft it, and I feel like everyone is just like...
I'm surprised they don't do that thing where they do in Honkai Star Rail where... Well, I guess they kind of do it, but I was gonna say they don't let you walk around in like a little place, but they do. Literally the same thing. You get into a domain, which is, I guess, is the same thing. But I mean, I wonder if they could do like trials, like actual trials. Like you get to borrow this character for an hour or something. That would be kind of cool. Not even an hour. You don't even need an hour. Just let her join your party for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I'll figure it out in like 5.
This is not
I don't need that long.
a great representation of the character.
I just don't want to use your
Can't
characters.
understand if they're good. She's built with Golden Troop.
What the hell is
and
that?
So it's like, well,
Increases elemental skill. I know what this does. I think I have this on Farina. But what? Wait, what? I guess, sure.
DPS, but at the same time, she can infuse herself and do geo damage and be like a main damage DPS unit or a main DPS, whatever you want to call it. She can get normal attack bonuses, which is awesome, and you can infuse and do that quickly. But she's also got elemental skill damage, and she's just this mixed bag, but isn't being supported properly, in my opinion. And
Man,
so
I
like,
can't wait to get in there and use Ning Guang.
Some fire, and that's cool,
Boy, oh
but,
boy,
like,
that's my go-to Geo
situation
character.
or a better setup that I could use this unit to her full potential and see, like, oh yeah,
Does her passive work on?
work.
Oh, I guess Globa isn't really whatever that is.
You know, in my current
Construct.
playtest of her, I don't like her. I don't like her, but maybe I would
Fuck
if
her.
I had Goro on my team. If I had some of these other supports, maybe I'd be more happy with it. But I want to talk about the character. I don't like her, and I want to explain why.
Okay.
Number one.
Go ahead. Talk your shit, King.
She can infuse her normal attacks,
and
she could be a main DPS.
Right.
But the infusion is quite short, and she almost wants to be played as like a quick swapping type unit based on her cooldown.
That's what I thought she was. I didn't actually think anyone would try to like main DPS her. I thought you would just throw her tomatoes on the field and then switch out. Did people try to like DPS her? Is that a thing? Chat? I don't know.
For me, the way she feels for me, I just do not like her rotation.
I definitely wouldn't main DPS her. That's for fucking sure.
She is scaling, unless I'm dumb, which I am.
Me too, buddy. Don't worry.
She's scaling 100% with attack on her normal attacks, and so it's like, okay,
cool.
So building all the defense that is scaling with the other stuff is now being wasted for the normal attack. I hate that. I just hate that. If you want me to be a split scaling unit, and you want me to consider investing in defense, and you're going to put it on some of my...
Why do they split the damage? Like, am I supposed to have attack... what is it called? Attack gobs? I don't think anyone uses attack gobs unless you're a healer or something like Charlotte or Chi-Chi. I don't think I'd ever use it on anyone else.
Abilities.
Let's
put some on here. Give me a couple.
It just seems weird. Why would they split
so
it?
Feels
What is the point of splitting?
Now I'm just like, okay, well, should I just focus all on attack and defense is just extra? But if that's the case, like, I don't know.
I guess it gives
each. I don't
know.
When they do that, I just despise it. Ayato does that with a little bit of HP scaling, and you can get a little bit of extra value from the Jade Cutter and things like that. But I don't know. I just don't like the way that this is implemented myself, especially when I can't supplement it with Goro or something like that to give me some flat defense. Yada yada yada. Just don't like that.
Right.
As for her skill ability, I don't know about this one, gamers. I tried this out a few times, and I just don't like the feel of it. So number one,
I kind of like it. It felt fine to me, but I also had like different teams that I kept trying it on, or I kept trying her with. I had a weird team with. I had her in a team with Navia in Zhongli, and then I had what's her name? I had Cookie as a way to try to make the crystallized thing, and then another one where it felt kind of good was I had her with Cheversay. That's not how you say your name. I don't know why I say it like that, but I can't stop saying it like that. That's how I call her. And switching from Chidori to her felt fine, but it's just because like you stand still a lot. You switch to her, you pull out the gun, and you shoot someone. That's fine just because I'm standing still. But I don't know. I never really. The switching feels fine, in my opinion. I think the switching feels fine. It feels pretty fluid, but I'm also using it. I don't know if I'm using it a different way than he would, but you know, it feels fine. It feels okay.
So number one is I can dash, and I can attack.
Right.
Cool.
Word.
And now I've got this little unit that will attack enemies.
Tomato.
The issue is
the
cooldown is like forever.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very, very long.
It is a long ass cooldown. I think it's like 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Only for 5 seconds. On top of that, you can hold this down, and you can dash in the air, and you can do a plunging attack and infuse still.
Yeah, it's like 15
right?
seconds.
You can just stay on the field and do that yourself.
Word.
But if you are pressured by enemies, sometimes what she will do is it will like, even if you aim like in the air, there's an enemy close to you. Sometimes she'll just like dash, like she won't even jump in the air, and it won't. I
guess it's just the auto tracking, right?
It still lets you do the swap, but it just feels so clunky. And
maybe that's why it doesn't feel clunky to me, is because I don't aim it up. I don't use plunging attacks. I don't see a reason to. I'm always straight shooting it. So that's probably why it feels fine to me, is I'm the one going forward. So I'm the one going where it's not gonna auto, what do you call it? Where it's gonna auto lock on. I don't use it to do plunging attacks, something like that. I literally throw it forward and then switch. That's probably why it feels fine for me.
Where maybe I want to jump up above a group of enemies, but it like stops you on an enemy. Oh my god, I hate it.
Auto lock.
So trash to me.
Autobots.
Her little tomato guy, it attacks so slow, bro.
I think tomato. Okay, so here's okay. I think tomato is okay, and that's really bad. Because it's not, and I don't mean it's okay as in like I think it's good. I mean I think it's just a solid okay. I think it's fine. I don't think it's good. Is it the worst thing in the world? No. Is it great? Absolutely fucking not. It's just, I feel like it shouldn't stand still. Is that me? Like, why didn't they just have tomato flying around you? And then, because I don't know because I don't know like how big of an area it attacks in, and that's where I'm having the problem. Is I don't know like the distance of where you can be, where you can't be. That's why I wanted to follow you. Like you can kind of tell with Oz, and Oz has a pretty decent range, but I can't tell with these tomato guys. I really don't know. That's why I would have rather them like sit on your shoulder and follow you. That would be kind of cool. In that case, I think that's pretty sick. But they attack so slow too. Like why, bro? I don't know. That's just me.
It attacks so slow, and it's like single target. Now Oz, right? If you look at Oz from Fischl, he's like
get him tomato.
Attacks. I can attack here. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, what's it? Is it attacking?
It's not speeding up.
Okay,
it's
there.
not
Okay, so it
attacking.
is a pretty
I
decent
think
distance.
This is one of the worst summoned units in the game. One of the worst
Yeah,
little
slap.
pet summons I've ever seen. Now that actually was an AoE hit, but they got to be damn close.
Little tomato.
Now I can also start summoning in Geo Constructs.
Because we all use Ningguang.
And
Smile.
if I'm using my stuff now, I've got 2 little tomato guys. And so that's cool. That's
One has a
fine.
different
It'll join
face.
in and that's fine. And I can also,
I mean,
if I would
yeah,
like to-
yeah.
Let me just wait for my cooldowns. That's 900 hours long. Hold on here.
The whole
I
year.
can also
I mean, it looked like it did decent damage.
swap to my other character, and I can slam down. And I've got these little tomato guys to help out.
Get him, tomato.
But I do not like that playstyle at all. I just feel like it's clunky. When I use
Fuck. I think it's clunky if you're trying to get into the air all the time. That's for me. That's IMO. In my mo, I think if you're jumping up in the air and plunging attacking, then it'd be pretty clunky. But I mean that's probably why a lot of people use her. I don't use plunging attacks because I'm stupid. I just use it. I just quick switch. So it like if I'm gonna use her ability, I use it to quickly switch to like whoever I'm using at the time, which is like Cookie or Shiversay. But if it doesn't allow you, if the plunging attack is that clunky, dude, that kind of blows.
As a main DPS, I don't feel like she's infused long enough to benefit. Because usually what you want to do is you want to pop through.
I'm going
pop
in.
Your support units. You want to go in, and you want to main DPS it. Okay, it's dead.
I
You
killed
wanna
it.
Main DPS
Nice,
for a
dude. You
little
did
bit,
it.
And then you swap back. But
Good job,
because she's
good job,
only
Mtashed.
infused
You did it, bud.
5 seconds. There's dead time. There's
Hmm.
dead time on herself not
Mhm.
being infused,
Word.
or there's dead time where you don't have enough energy, or you don't have any of your stuff on cooldown. That she is either doing minimal DPS.
I love her
she's not
animations
infused
though.
anymore,
She's so
or
sick.
Your other units don't have anything ready to go. I think she's
Right.
trash. Like I cannot stand her. in the
Really?
current
Like
state with these
garbage?
current
Like
teams. From what I
Garbaggio?
can see, I just don't see the potential. But maybe it would change if I was using something else. And like her ultimate looks cool and stuff, but it's essentially just an AoE slash.
I thought it was more. I actually went and looked up again. When this is the only time I ever look up guides. I went and looked up a guide because I thought it was something different. You know what I mean? I didn't realize this is just Scarlet. If any of you guys played Nikkei, this is literally just Scarlet's burst. I didn't know that. I thought there was more to it. Like I get infused or something, and like the whole animation is just so like for the infusion or something. It's literally just Scarlet's ult. I didn't know that.
And like
That's kind of cool, I guess.
that's all the utility it's providing is like I hit a bunch of enemies. It's I just don't think it's acceptable.
I think it's fine. Fuck. I think it's fine if you use her as a sub DPS like me. If you're using her as a main DPS, that's pretty fucking lame. Because, damn, who else is like that? I guess Asia? Question mark. Actually, there's a lot of ults like there. There's Dahia's, Eula. What else? Well, Eula, Eula, you have to charge it up and all that, and that's kind of cool. Dehya just does Tyrant and Rave. You know, I have my own opinions on Dehya. I think she's fucking dog shit, which is terrible because she's amazing, hot, and I love her.
I'm sorry. I'm looking through this thing and I'm like, damn, this chick is busted in a bad way.
Not a great way.
Like not valuable in
She's
my
unreleased bed, man. Feels bad.
I think that Navia is just like a better Geo DPS unit. I think that
I just like okay. Fuck. Hold
if
on.
you
I'll let
look
him
at,
speak and then I'll say something.
this getting the Geo construct is cool, getting you some elemental damage, but half the Geo constructs in the game get blown up by bosses. They don't
That's
even
true.
stay on
Wait,
the
that's
field
true.
half the time. And so I could pair her with like Zhongli and get some shields, and like that would be okay. That'd be fine. But realistically, I think that this is a big skip, and someone might have a situation or a team where she's like doing fine.
It felt fine. but like I was using her as a as a sub DPS, and I don't really use sub DPSs. Like who did I have with that Chevrolet comp? Was it Pitching? No, it was Ayaka. So I normally, like, if I have Ayaka in the field, I'll just like let her pop off, and I barely switch. So for me, it felt fine, just because I mostly just keep Ayaka on the field the whole time. Switch to Zhongli, give her a shield, and then just let her do her thing, and then switch to Chidori, put down Tomato, use her Scarlet ult, I guess. Switch to Chevrolet to shoot the little ball, and then just Ayaka the whole time. So it felt fine to me. But I mean, it's rough because I was trying. This is just a comp I did just because I was bored and I was farming for like her materials for her weapon because I got her weapon. But I don't. I don't know, man. She's whatever, I guess. I think that's probably like the best way to describe her as a unit. Is she's whatever. She's not great. She's not terrible. She's not the worst thing in the world. She's a solid okay. I think that's, and people, I don't know, because people don't want people who are like solid okays.
I don't care.
Tomato's kind of cool, I guess.
I think investing in her, doing pulls on her banner, getting potentially Goros to support her, just don't.
God, I don't want any more stupid fucking Goros. I had them like 20 times.
Go get Kazuha. Go get anyone else. But I just think that this is like, I'm sure people find her cute and they're gonna pull for her.
Yes.
But I'm so like strength focused and like comfort focused. She feels bad to play, in my opinion. And on top of that, like, are you gonna aim in the air on mobile and then swap characters and do this? I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna aim in the air in general.
I think, but
that's just me though.
For me, this unit is one of the worst units feeling wise that I've played in a long time. She still doesn't have her E back. Bro, I was
use your Scarlet ult. Use your Scarlet ult.
And she still doesn't have it back.
Give your Scarlet ult.
I'm infused. I use my
Scarlet ult.
And I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's rotate through everyone. Come on, boys. Let's go. Yep. Let's go back into Chiori. She's got 5 seconds.
Still has 5 seconds. I mean, I have her weapon and I have her C0. And that, I think that's the only thing that's bad is that I looked at her constellations. C1 gets her an extra tomato without having a construct, which is fine. And I think C6 makes them attack faster. And like she's very constellation heavy, which is really bad. I never really like characters that are constellation heavy. Like I had Navia. Was she level 90? Or no, I think she was like level 50, hitting like 50k. With like, I don't even think she had like 0. She was level 50, had 0 artifacts, and had like a whatever weapon, and she was hitting 50k. Right now she's like 150k, but like, I think if it's that bad on release, or if it's that bad at C0, it's not really worth putting time into it. I mean, the only person I really needed to do that with was like Hu Tao, just because the unlimited stamina is kind of busted. It's too busted not to have. Plus, I love Hu Tao. Like, they should. If she's gonna be this bad, she should be a perma banner character. She should be a perma banner 5-star like Dehya. Dehya is so god fucking awful. It is actually a goddamn shame. But that I can go ranting and raving about all these other characters, but we were just seeing what Michael Miguel Mortimer Mtashed had to say, and there it is. Plus Chidori's hot. I want her to step on me.